What if you were able to pay your last respects to someone who died and never have to step foot in a funeral home? Whether due to the economy or environmental reasons, do-it-yourself funerals are a growing trend.
3 on Your Side's Jim Donovan finds it's perfectly legal, and there are people who are willing to help.
Imagine having a funeral in your own home.
The first thing I'm going to do is wash her face.
These women are learning how to assist people in preparing loved ones for a home funeral and green burial. Years ago, home funerals were common, and it's slowly making a comeback, part of a growing movement where people are taking a more hands-on approach to death. When Penny Rhodes' father passed away, there was no fancy casket, no funeral home, just a family coming together to say goodbye to a man who was dearly loved.
He never left his bed until our family put him in a box that we had decorated.
Penny says many people don't realize keeping a body at home is a perfectly legal option, and embalming isn't required.
All we did was turn up the air conditioner. We could have used dry ice, but the room was really cold. Took him to a little local graveyard where he could have a green burial. He didn't have a vault or anything like that.
Penny and her husband Antonio have similar plans for themselves.
There's our view. And what could be more beautiful?
They plan to be buried on their farm overlooking the rolling hills of Berks County. Donna Larson, a home funeral guide, says many do it because they feel a simpler, environmentally sound funeral better reflects the life they lived.
This is what people always used to do. This is what people in Europe do.
Cost can be a factor too. Most traditional funeral and burial services can be expensive, on average $7,000 to $8,000, but they don't have to be so costly.
There are options to lessen that: cremation, green funeral, viewing at home. You know, and each circumstance is different.
Bob and Denise Fertig operate a funeral home in Mullica Hill, New Jersey. They say there are many things you can do to reduce the cost of a funeral, whether it's a home viewing or buying a more affordable casket, like this $500 pine box.
The idea of green burial is to allow the body to return to the earth.
So some forego a coffin altogether in favor of something more simple, like this $200 shroud.
People find it very comforting and cathartic to have hands-on with any part of the service for their loved ones.
It certainly worked for Penny's family.
I haven't heard anyone say, "I'm sorry we had a home funeral."
Now, laws differ from area to area on where someone can be buried, so you really need to do advanced research if you're thinking of using your own property. As far as home viewing is concerned, there are very few restrictions, but again, don't wait until the last minute to plan if you're considering that option. Green burials and home funerals aren't for everyone. When I first started working on this report, I admit I thought it was odd, but after learning more, my opinion has changed. Now, I've posted extended interviews so you can learn more. Just visit CBS3.com, click on 3 on your side. And it's very interesting. I mean, think about people who recycle throughout their lives, drive hybrid vehicles, are really concerned about the environment. And then when they pass away, they're being embalmed, put in a coffin, put in a vault. It really is something interesting. And you know, the home funerals used to happen all the time.
Oh, they
In the old days, that's what people did.
So you just have to, I mean, she was saying they just turned up the air conditioning. I assume you can't leave someone in your home before the burial very long. Did they say about how long?
No, they didn't give a time frame, but the thing is there are groups and these women will help people and give them guidance on if that's something you're planning for your family member.
Jim, you save us money in life and you save us money in
it's
death,
interesting.
and
This
we
was
are endlessly grateful for that.
That's for sure.
It certainly is that. Thank you.
It was an interesting story.
Thanks,
Jim.
Very good.